Welcome to the final part of The Legend of Zelda Doriah of Time. We've disabled the force field.
By Bowser.
We've disabled the force field, so now we can finally ascend the rest of the castle and face the man himself. Hey, so a little fun fact: I actually I used to have a next door neighbor named Ganon.
What?
Because that's like an actual name, is the thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty gangster.
And I remember when I found out that Zelda's main antagonist was named Ganon. I'm like, wow, you know, that's kind of generic.
Oh, because you thought of it.
Because I knew a guy named Ganon.
It'd be like, this is our main villain. His name is Jeff.
But the thing is, it's spelled Geoff.
Oh no!
Not Geoff.
That's the true villain.
This is Sean, but it's spelled like scene.
Wait, but I know a Sean whose name is spelled like scene.
Yeah.
When was the last time you've seen him?
If you want the actual answer, it was that time where I went to hang out with Carrie, but then Will was there, and then he was there, and then Gabe was there, but only after Will was not there anymore.
I think someone should name their kid Sean. Oh, someone should name their kid Sean, but spell it scene, but not S-E-A-N, but like the actual word scene, S-C-E-N.
S-E-E-N?
Oh
well,
my
God,
God,
it's like naming someone Jimmy, but it's spelled Jime.
I always pronounce that Jaime.
Or like calling your son Michael, but spelling it Miachel.
Miachel.
Wait, Evan, you know what I remember about this fucking dog shit part of it? It's not dog shit. You know, like, enemy rush part of the game.
Yeah.
In the next room, there's fucking 2 iron golems, or the Iron Knights, aren't there?
Iron Knuckles. I believe
Iron Knuckles?
so.
Oh my God. I remember on the 3DS.
I was zoning out. Did we already take out the Lizalfos squad?
Yeah. We're now fighting this. We just beat the last.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw that, but the Lizalfos, not the Stalfos, the Lizalfos. You know.
Yeah, the Lizalfos.
You know.
They died.
And they talk like that.
And they do talk like that. That is correct.
Hey, how about we make a mod of Ocarina of Time where we just. I don't know why this is coming to my mind. It's because my mind tends to wander places. But how about we make a mod of Ocarina of Time where we just replace Lizalfos with Zorak?
Zorak. This should be in the fucking 3DS version. This shit was so annoying to me. Having to fight 2 of these fuckers. Ugh.
Well, that's why I made sure only one noticed me.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not a goddamn dumbass.
Yeah, I figured that out only 3 times after dying. I was like, what if I just aggro one of them?
It's awfully polite.
Fortunately, these guys are very dumb.
Just kind of politely waiting its turn.
They big.
Yeah, that's true.
They
you would think
rely
that
on
the
their
other one would
strength.
aggro too, because it's clearly seeing this happen. There's plenty of noise for it to hear.
Like, they're just really dumb. I mean, they're already clearly relying on their sheer strength above everything else, which makes them slow and kind of predictable. It's kind of like when Trunks was fighting Cell. And later on, when Cell was doing the same thing to Gohan. That came to mind because that specifically came to mind because that episode of DBZ was on Adult Swim last night. Or it was Kai specifically.
Oh, of course.
Because really, like, at this point, there's barely any reason to watch the original Z.
I guess if you like the music score, then sure.
Well, the thing is, unless you're specifically talking about Falconer, Kai now uses Kikuji's score because of the whole legal situation with Yamamoto and how it turned out he was plagiarizing other musicians.
Yes, sir.
Man, I just went and rushed that guy.
Then you beat his ass. But it's okay because I still like Solid State Scouter.
Kikuchi's soundtrack is good. I'm not a fan of Falconer's soundtrack, with like 2 exceptions.
Yeah.
The first being the Vegeta Super Saiyan theme, and the second being the Goku Super Saiyan 3 theme.
Yeah.
Just that piano with the Vegeta one.
Yeah. Banger. Absolute banger. But yeah, this
I like how there's just like an organ playing, and also the stained glass kind of makes this look almost more like a church than a castle.
It looks really good in the remake on the 3DS. This section looks so fucking good. Also,
is this castle hitting the Carrie aesthetic, Will?
Like it. Well, I also like how, and I'm probably gonna mention this more in Final Thoughts, but how the previous parts seem to be an amalgamation of the different dungeons that came previously.
Yeah. Except for the first 3, because those were kid times.
Fucking organ playing.
But the current time ones.
I like to imagine that he was just playing the organ the whole time.
Wait a minute, so her neck wasn't snapped when she got taken. Fuck. Was she just paralyzed
up
for a bit?
Because that was the direction that she was going, up.
Oh. It looked like she had her neck snapped, though. Like, did you see how she freaking jolted? Or was that just the game?
That's just the game's awkward animation.
What the fuck did I? Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna break the female protagonist's neck.
The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. Sorry, Carrie, what'd you say?
Can't break a neck if she doesn't have a neck.
Carrie.
She doesn't have a neck, no.
I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. I forgot that Ganon has long hair at the end of the game.
He does.
Because, like, the Smash version uses the short-haired version from the pre-time skip bits. I command you to return them to me. Oh, no.
There's the fucking neutral B.
Link, I can't help you because of the waves of darkness. I can't get close. Oh, he's just gonna Warlock punch you?
Yeah, that's why he did the fucking... Alright.
Okay, now just imagine, Ganondorf with the power, like, with the actual strength and defense of Ganon, but the speed and mobility of Captain Falcon.
That'd be an S tier.
That'd be way too broken. That would be...
Not even close.
Okay, oh boy, energy tennis again. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because it's a bit risky.
Boy.
I'm not doing it because it's a bit risky, but you have to hit him with the light arrow specifically, by the way. I'm not doing it specifically just because it's a bit more challenging and I want to be a bit more precise for this, but you can actually use empty bottles to get him.
You can,
really?
Yeah.
With the energy tennis,
funny.
yeah. You can deflect his blasts with empty bottles, and it's wonderful.
I thought you were about to say you can smash the glass bottles on something and just start to shank Ganon.
Yeah, but
with
then
them.
I don't have the bottles anymore.
Just break the bottles over Ganon's head. Smash the bottles over Ganon's head and stab him.
You guys know that this boss theme, this time signature... Hold on, go stretch.
Uh-oh.
Hey, so just a reminder that this Ganondorf never used a sword to begin with, so all the Smash fans can whine.
Yep, they can bitch and complain as much as they want.
Except they can't because Smash Ultimate finally let him use it.
23,
I like how Ganon deflects the energy ball with his cape, and sometimes he'll just like backhand it like a pit.
Still no strong one, Masked Man, unfortunately.
Just freaking bitch smack.
Koji Kondo, like, in whatever game he composes for, will always do this. He always associates evil with chaotic time signatures, because that's how we do.
I would not be able to pick that time signature out of the song. Trust me.
Imagine actually.
Then Mother 3 did the same thing with Masked Man. Although it was, I believe it was 2916 there.
Ugh. Prime numbers.
Prime number.
It's like,
yeah, you're playing ping pong or tennis or...
Yeah, it's... I should have put, like, music from Mario Tennis over this.
This is really funny. Why don't you just dodge? Oh, wait, but you need to make sure that it hits your enemy, so...
I typed in, hold on, let me just make sure this is accurate.
A real sound.
This is a real sound. You got hit with that Fucking Dicker Max. There's a German tank destroyer called the Dicker Max. Fun fact on World War II. Thank you. I typed in masked man time signature, and I got, contrary to popular knowledge, the time signature is not 2916. In fact, the number of 16 notes in each measure is actually 28.67676969, or specifically 283394 out of 5015. Therefore, if you were to express this as a time signature in terms of 16 notes, it's 28 parentheses 3394 out of 5015 parentheses 16, or to simplify that, 71,907 out of 40,120.
Can't see my expression, but my brain is exploding.
I think it's worth noting that Strong One is intentionally designed to be an extremely erratic time signature, partially because of the desire to make the rhythm-based combo system complex, but also just because they wanted it to be erratic. And then the Masked Man variant is just twice the speed.
When you say erratic, I think of a changing time signature as opposed to one that is already difficult.
Okay. The thing is, that kind of time signature is very erratic, is the thing. It, like, shifts around. It's like, because the tunes are like, boom, 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 bum, 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 boom, you know? So it's, like, all over the place. Yeah. And, so anyway, fans of, Zelda fans often referred to these kinds of matches as Ganon Ball. Mm-hmm. But, Phantom Hourglass finally gave it an official name.
Oh, really?
It's called Dead Man's Volley.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Man's Volley.
It actually sounds like a gangster fucking special move. What the fuck?
That does sound pretty cool, but it sounds more like a pirate thing.
Well, Phantom Hourglass is the direct sequel to Wind Waker, so that would be the reason for that.
Wind Waker. Gotta win.
I have to awaken the dub inside of me. Wind Waker. We're going for the huge dub, boss man. Fuck him up. Yeah, you did it.
No! Not into the pit! It burns! The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Did he just puke?
Yeah, he did.
Link!
That's Gabe when he stretches.
That is me.
Oh shit. The walls are doing something.
He tore off the whole roof. He's so mad.
He was so angry that he just tore off the roof.
This brings a whole new definition.
You just tear off the entire top of the castle.
This brings a whole new meaning to raise the roof.
Yeah, raise the roof and blow it up.
Oh, I remember that. Was that from one of those Harry Potter?
It's from Potter Puppet Pals.
Yes.
They told me where it was from.
Raise the roof is just a phrase, though.
No, but he said, okay, in Potter Puppet Pals, there was a party, and Voldemort was there, and he said, raise the roof and blow it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ganondorf. Pitiful man.
What?
Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the Smash Bros. Tier list, and...
No, that's fine. He's about to be gangster as fuck. You're gonna see. You're gonna be like, whoa.
Here we go.
So there's a reason why the roof exploded, is because then he wouldn't fit.
Oh, so he left his man body and he went to his sky body.
Well, yes. Also, kind
he's
of.
still he's still in that body. He didn't leave it.
Oh, is he?
I like how Zelda runs.
She needs to get back into her Sheik costume.
Yeah, that's her walk animation.
Yeah, why the fuck isn't she turning into Sheik? She could just bolt out of there. She could probably like jump off
the fastest.
She could probably
she's in melee. Yeah,
she could probably actually just jump off the top of the castle and just come out completely unscathed. If
maybe she wants to sacrifice her well-being in order to escort Link safely.
Oh, all right, but even still, the Sheik form would still be more viable under those circumstances.
She could have picked him up and jumped off the castle.
Yeah, she literally
the thing
probably is strong enough to pick up Link, bridal style, and just jump the fuck off.
Yeah. But, like, the thing is just... A fucking ninja outfit is just better for maneuverability than a dress, just in general.
It's very true. Did she just fucking float through from that gap? What the hell was that?
Yeah, she's not Peach.
Yeah.
Only Peach can do
I was
it.
just about to seriously say, yes, she is. What are you talking about?
Carrie!
Thank you, Carrie.
I think it's because there have been times where this game reminds me of Bowser's Castle, and so I have the Mario franchise in my head.
To be fair,
in this game, Zelda's a blonde and wearing a similar color scheme, so I guess.
I'm just trying.
To be fair though, this game was made on a heavily modified Mario 64 engine.
Okay, so that ties even more, and it makes a lot of.
Well, now I don't look quite as stupid.
Originally, they were going to do that thing where, like, you have, like, a main hub and then you just, like, find entrances all over the place to, like, the levels and whatnot, but, like Mario 64 does with the paintings. But the thing is, they eventually found out that they could still simulate, like, a big open area, and therefore Hyrule Field was made. Although they made it a little too big and open.
Oh, you got a minute 50 there to kill the other Stalfos. Unless there was just one.
There he is. He was hiding.
Oh, look at that. He was hiding. I was hiding.
Is that what the countdown is, Evan?
The countdown is the time that you need is the time limit before the castle just collapses.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry. Here, have some health. I know it hurt probably, so I just had the decency to do that.
You got stabbed by skeleton men with swords that are jagged. Excuse me. You landed on her.
Oh.
The fuck?
Sorry. I just love how everyone's quiet and all of a sudden Gabe's like, you just landed on her.
I say it like I see it, man.
I'm sorry.
I see it like I see it.
Okay. I'd say that the timing was actually really good on that. Also, Zelda, why are you stopping at the freaking
railed by fucking
because it's 1998 and AIs weren't amazing yet.
Okay, yeah.
This is factual evidence.
True. And from experience, Carrie and I both know how freaking sucky the AI is in Left 4 Dead sometimes.
Oh, just thinking about that. Those zombie undead things are so creepy.
Red-Deads are gangster.
Yeah.
They're so creepy.
And they scream.
They do a dance in the second one, Majora's Mask, I think.
Wow.
Tanking them.
They do a dance.
They do a safety dance. Look at that, you did it, you left. Yeah, the tower's collapsing.
Hey, you! The tower's collapsing! How are we gonna have a duel now?
Is Ganon going to die?
Yeah.
He's going to perish.
Nice. No wonder it was called Dead Man. What was that called?
Dead Man's Volley.
Yeah.
But I personally prefer Ganon Ball.
I do too.
Ganon Ball sounds better.
Better pun.
Ganon, no.
But it still sounds fucking stupid, but it's a different, it's a more fun kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was meant to be that way.
Dead Man's Folly actually sounds more like a place than a power or an ability or something like that. You know?
Yeah, it gives a pirate vibe, just like you said, Kiri.
Yeah.
Let's play a game of Dead Man's Volley with a cannonball.
I swear that Dead Man's Folly actually is dubbed with something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, it sounds like pirate ships fighting with cannons. Did pirate ships have cannons?
Pirate ships do have cannons, yes.
That is how they fall.
Over. It's finally over.
Lol, psych. No, I don't know.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before.
Oh, hey, Karen.
No. I heard a noise.
Too.
Oh, well,
I kind of like this. That's not all over.
What is that sound?
You'll see in a second. You'll see again.
Oh no, not fire.
The Ring of Fire. You'll see again in Final Smash here.
Oh no, he got the smash ball.
Did. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, look at him doing that fist pump. Which is like,
actually, listening to this back, dude, I hope they.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is his true form.
Link's face is like, what the?
Yeah.
Is he an animal or is he
And Link's like, hey!
Ganon?
Damn!
I love the sound effect.
Uh-oh.
Nice little bitch.
Oh man, now I don't have that. There's no way he's going to hold me back again! This time we fight together!
What are you gonna do, Navi? Well, that's still really nice.
Navi's gonna do the same thing she always does. It's just that before there was a force field propelling her away, so she couldn't do the.
Okay.
It's to prevent you. I think it's like specifically to prevent you from Z targeting in that other match, because Navi is the reason you're able to Z target. I like to use the hammer for this because just it does a lot of damage. You can also use the Big Oron sword if you got it, but you need to get it, and I didn't. Also, but it is worth noting that you still need the Master Sword to do the finishing blow, so this is just whittling his health down more.
Yeah.
I don't really, my final thoughts are going to be my usual final thoughts, so I can just get it out of the way now. I think this is probably one of the most... No. No, I'm just saying I do my usual thoughts, hype as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get this out of the way. I think this boss fight is genius. Everything about it is so good. Like, Ganon's reveal, and they do the thing with a low-angle camera shot, so he looks a lot bigger. The fact that you can't really see him until lightning flashes, so you just get a glimpse of this true monstrous demon man.
It has a real cinematic effect to it.
It does.
It's really good. I like it.
All you see is his eyes.
Even on the blocky-ass polygonal Nintendo 64, like in 1998, this still holds up, like, thematically speaking.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, it's a great boss fight because, as Ganon comes out, like, you can already tell, like, he doesn't have pupils anymore. It's just the Triforce of Power, pretty much, that is, pulling this form out of him.
But this is basically the pig form from earlier Zelda games.
Yeah. How you're just trapped in this arena, and then specifically too is when you ask Navi, and I mean you figured out yourself pretty easily, but even you have this all-knowing essentially fairy, and even she's like, I honestly don't know its weak points. That's also, like super good.
His reflexes are dangerously good too.
Yeah.
You need to have like god tier reflexes. Like you may notice that whenever I hit him, I just backflip out of there as fast as possible so that I can like recover from that.
Yeah.
I like
the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. Also,
I like how in this boss battle and you're using the hammer, it's like in a cartoony style, you're just smashing this hammer on his tail.
Alright, I can still like use the Master Sword here, but I need to whittle his health down more, so I'm going to keep the hammer up until there actually is just one more hit left. Something else I like is, while this is Ganon's final smash in Smash Bros., in a classic mode, if you're playing as most Zelda characters, maybe a few others, this will be your boss fight at the end of classic mode instead of Master Hand. And, just like in that fight, just like in this fight in Smash Bros., like, you have to attack his tail to damage him at all.
Really?
And if you saw on hit, the reason Evan is playing safe is because you lose 4 hits. Or 4 hard points.
Yeah, he hits hard and he reacts fast.
Yeah.
I have a fairy, so I'm fine. But the thing is, again, you need to backflip the fuck out of there every time you hit him, or else he's gonna like, he's gonna one up you right after you laid him down there. The Smash Bros. Fight doesn't have this theme though. It doesn't.
Sadly.
So, they instead used the theme from Breath of the Wild's final boss.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's a good theme in itself.
Yeah, no, free. I think it would have been cool if they had a remix of this theme.
You see how quickly he went in with the swing after I attacked him?
Yeah, it's...
I really do like the music too in this. I kind of like it when dramatic scenes like this are paired with calmer music. It tends to set a very different tone than if you were to have equally dramatic music.
Also, for the love of God,
like,
see what I just
intensely dramatic, not more calm dramatic style.
Also, for the love of God, if you saw what I accidentally did there, do not let Z targeting fail on you. It is disastrous. The results are disastrous.
Yeah.
Or they can be. Because the thing is, I really rely on the camera for the Z targeting, because I roll under his legs and then immediately go for the tail, and the basic bitch camera is not going to help you there.
Do you find the shadows disorienting in fighting him?
A little, not entirely.
Yeah.
I like the effects, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I can't speak about it from a gameplay perspective, since I'm obviously not the one playing it.
This fight was a fucking bitch and a half, though, dude.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and also, if you die to him, you have to do the escape sequence again.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was
That's really
when
hard.
I first died in the remake, I was so tilted when I was back in the fucking falling tower with Zelda.
I can't believe they didn't fix that in the remake. You'd think that
I don't know. I think it was intentional, but it's
Nah, it's like when you're at the final boss, like the multi-phase final boss, and they make you do the first phase again if you die on the second, and I despise that so much.
Yeah.
So,
Hit.
Hey, look out in the streets. That's what you made me think of. That's what you made me think of, Gabe.
I am pleased, brother.
I can't believe they got an actual Japanese band to sing that.
The Big Getty Goron Star. Ah, cutting it close there, brother. Two hearts and a dream.
Was that a Cooler 2 reference?
It was, yes. The big spaghetti.
I don't have the big Goron sword, though. I didn't bother to do the side quest for it.
I like how the tail is colored.
I'm master sorting it. That's how, like, I think it is colored that way to specify that that's the weak point.
Alright. Now here's the fucking... Oh, dude. This shit's so sick. This shit is so sick, dude.
I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow.
This is probably one of the sickest fucking...
Oh shit, I ran out.
Ran out of everything. How is she staying upright?
She had just enough power.
Yeah.
Ah.
She didn't, like, extend everything she had, thankfully.
Bam!
Oh,
wow.
That's the 3 replay shot style. That's different camera angles.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think by the way he's reacting, you can tell that he's not even in his right mind at this point either, because it's just like, that's just full monster at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Triforce of Power is just done what Zelda's done. Done what Zelda said she'd do. Just corrupted him
The
fully,
funny thing is, you don't even need to actually beat him, as the later timeline revealed. It's just like, in the timeline where Link fails in this fight, the sages still manage to seal him anyway.
Really? What the fuck?
I think it's an imperfect seal, but still.
Yeah.
It's a temporary seal, yeah.
It does what it can.
Literally, I feel so bad for this iteration of Link because there's no good, like, you know, end for him, I guess. The Hero of Time Link.
Well, I'd say that's half true with it, like, from his perspective. Because, like,
yeah,
there's 2 scenarios. One where he dies here, and the other where he goes back to his time. Eventually, but eventually, like, kind of wanders off and dies in the forest because he, like, felt like he just kind of...
He died?
Lost his... He realized he didn't really have much of a purpose anymore.
Yeah.
However, that Link still settled down with a wife and had descendants, so...
I like how everything was all caps, but then all of a sudden it's just like...
Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. I will break their shields. I will taunt 3 times and then forward smash.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Well, now he's just stuck in.
I will read all of your get up and roll options and continue to side B 100%.
As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand.
He is right.
And now we're in the sky for some reason.
We are. Link's like, huh? What the? Why am I talking to a pretty girl in the sky?
Why am I talking like Joey? I thought I was Bobby. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed away inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world for a time.
Heaven?
For a time.
All the tragedy that has befallen Thing, I was so young I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time.
Mm-hmm.
However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Is that my garage? Yeah, it is. Link, give the ocarina to me. Can you guys hear my garage or no?
Nope.
No, it's not mine.
As a sage, I can return you to your world, or your previous time, or fucking whatever.
Yes.
But I could return it to my time anyway, because Temple of Time put
still
the
have
sword
the
back in, you know?
Still have the ocarina.
Oh, but she sends Link back a little farther, actually.
That's right, yeah.
And we'll go back. It'll be time for us to say goodbye. Somehow, some way, we have to say goodbye.
She's so gentle with that ocarina.
Now go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Also, watch these sick ocarina skills. Let's go.
She's gonna do a... It's not a riff.
You don't need a glissando, alright? It's straight notes.
Gotcha.
She wasn't gonna give us a tasty lick.
No.
I was expecting that.
How can you do a lick with an ocarina anyway?
Well,
Licks
you
are
just stick your tongue out.
Good, very good, Carrie. Licks are specific to string instruments. And, brass too, mostly.
I'll have a string ocarina.
Alright. It's
You blow into the
final
strings.
thoughts time! Let's have our
Pause.
guest go first.
What?
Carrie.
Wait. What?
Well, all right.
You want to put her? Okay, you ready? Are you okay being put on the spot?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. To be honest, so even though I've never really played the game back when I was a kid, and I don't remember watching my brother play it, just kind of seeing it feels oddly familiar. And at the end, I think all the cinematic parts I love. They at least they animated most of the facial expressions, and even if the facial expressions weren't all that animated, they made up for it with like a lot of the body gestures and everything. I love the character designs too, and the sound. I actually really like the background noise. I've heard some pieces of Ocarina of Time's music being used, and it's usually very memorable and easily recognizable. All I can say is I really liked watching this playthrough, and thank you very much for having me join on the commentary for it.
What's your score out of 10?
I'd say score out of 10. Depending on if I think about it, if I were the one playing this game, I'd still rate it like I'd say 8 or 7, because if I had to struggle with what Evan had to at certain parts, I probably wouldn't even bother finishing the game, because I'm just that. I don't know.
I'll mark that down on the on-screen text as a 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5 sounds about fair, but if I'm just going for, my opinion that I said without the gameplay and all, I'd say it's much higher than that, but I still wouldn't know the exact. I'd say like if I was just rating this by looks alone and animation quality, well, animation quality, yeah, it's old, it might be seemingly dated, but I still feel like it's really good. It holds up well. It visual-wise, 10 out of 10 for me, but I guess in general, maybe 7.5 or 8. 7.5 sounds fair, yeah. I hope that's not too harsh.
Whatever you
I do like it. It was fun. This was just fun to watch, really.
All right, Gabraham.
Music, you just bangers, only bangers. There is literally not one point in this game where like, wow, this song sucks. Never, not even once. Graphics, polygonal, doesn't fucking matter. You know what doesn't matter? Graphics. Graphics don't mean shit, okay? You get a fucking masterpiece like this game, all right? This game is so fucking good, down to its very core. You hear the jam? Oh my god, dude. There is so much just life in this game, and it's just crazy, and the world is huge, and it's just, and the arts, and like I said, the art style, like the atmosphere in the future timeline is bleak and it's shit, because, you know, you've been away for 7 years and the sages didn't do their thing, and then you got the young where it's like, you know, full of happiness, and it's fucking good, and like everything, these characters are just fucking outstanding, and there's just so much in this game to unpack that when you try, your brain will fucking collapse in on itself, because everything in this game was designed with the sole purpose of making you feel like you're a part of this world. And it doesn't matter if you're young Link or if you're the Link, you know, in the future timeline. It doesn't fucking matter, because everything's so super cool. And this game is the first ever time I will ever even consider giving a game anything over a 10 out of 10. That is right. I'm going for the 11 out of 10 in this game. There are some dog shit parts. I will admit it. You know, I played this game on the 3DS. They did fix some stuff from the N64. I understand. But when I played this game, there was literally a game that did not compare afterwards. I played Fire Emblem Fates after this, okay? And I said, wow, this game fucking sucks. Fire Emblem Fates is a good game.
Fire Emblem Fates fucking sucks.
The thing is, it's not even a bad Fire Emblem game. But because I played... the thing is that I played this fucking game and then had to play anything else. I played Kid Icarus Uprising after this. I played Fire Emblem Fates after this. I played a little bit more of Monster Hunter 3 after this. And even though Monster Hunter 3 is really a single-player driven story game, everything just felt not good after this. This game is so good. It's not even funny. And that's why I'm giving 11 out of 10.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't know if I can follow that. It's safe to say Gabe's a fan. Okay, let me get up. I have some notes. Let me get up my notes, because my brain cannot handle this game, apparently. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention is I think they really doubled their world potential with the time traveling thing. That was so creative. I was very impressed by that. Although, side note, I could have sworn that someone said there was no time traveling in this game, but now I really think that whoever said that was talking about A Link to the Past.
I
so
think that was me, like and I was talking about A Link to the Past.
I was like, why are we time traveling? But yes, I know that now that you were talking about A Link to the Past. So I'm also not usually a big fan of dungeons in the games that we have played so far, since they tend to drag on. But for this one, I really did enjoy the differences in the themes of each one, and the final castle, which, as I mentioned earlier, seemed to be kind of an amalgamation of the previous ones, along with that great Gothic cathedral theme. Dead Zone people, and the Dead Zone in general, super creepy. I heard you mention that something similar appears in Majora's Mask, so I greatly look forward to that, since I love super creepy things like that. So, but I have to say, I thought that my mind was already made up before this ending. So I was very surprised, and I was actually pleased with this ending. I like how the castle collapsing was a false end, and the final boss fight was really cool. The shadows and the lighting, the music, I think helped a lot with the dramatic cinematic effects that made it extra impactful. As usual, we made some big lore, good characters. I forgot what my last rating to the Zelda game is, since I want to use that as a reference. But I will say I'm going to raise my rating 2 points from the original rating that I had come up with earlier, because I particularly enjoyed the wrap-up of this game. So therefore, I will give it a 7.75 out of 10. Good game, definitely above average.
Okay. I haven't played this game especially often, mostly because of how chunky it can be and how I'm not the biggest Zelda fan out there. But if you asked me if I enjoyed my time with this game, I'd say I did. I think the music's really good. I really like the general scope, the narrative, and the cinematic feel. Although I'm not a fan of how, like, once you travel into the future, the actual, like, feel of, like, the narrative just kind of pauses altogether while you take care of 5 dungeons, you know? It just kind of feels a bit stilted and also a little episodic, and that part feels a bit weird to me. But also, like, the gameplay can be like, it has aged. It's still perfectly fine and perfectly playable, but it's like, I started recording this right after playing Wind Waker as a leisure playthrough, and that was an awful idea. Because Wind Waker just has... Wind Waker HD specifically, too, and that just has so many quality of life improvements over this game that it just made the clunky... Like, made its age a bit more apparent to me when I was playing it. But I was still, like... Yeah, I'd say I had a good time overall, particularly on the Spirit Temple dungeon, and to a lesser extent the Shadow Temple. I do think that the dungeons run on for a little too long. But overall, I'd say that I enjoyed the game, so I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece. I would not by any means call it a masterpiece of a game, but it's good. It's good. So, and I mean, if you want to play this game, you have a fuck ton of options, all right? Like, firstly, I'd always recommend just the original N64 cart because of the C buttons on the N64 controller being a better way to play the Ocarina than the right stick in later ports. But either way, there's also the Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube, the Virtual Console on the Wii U, not the Wii anymore because Wii Shop Channel shut down. Ocarina of Time 3D on 3DS. Like, you have those options available for you, and they're all pretty easy to come by. So, you know, I'd say, yeah, go out there, buy it, give it a play. But next time on Smash Team Games, things are about to get weirder and spookier, but they still got the same link. I know technically the Oracle games came out before this next one we're doing, but I'm saving that for a later marathon. So the next time we meet, we're playing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64. Until next time, everyone, this is Smash Team Games, and we're signing off.
Bye-bye.